So let's begin our meditation today by bringing our attention, our awareness fully to this present moment, to consciously be right here, right now. And just noticing, what is it to be present in this moment? What is the experience of that? And noticing that is not something we normally do, which is to simply bring our attention, our awareness fully to this moment. So now let's bring our attention awareness to our breathing. We'll breathe together for 5 counts. On each count, breathing in and out. At the top of the in breath, we'll hold for a moment, and then breathing out gently with full awareness on the breath. So let's begin. Breathing in together to the count of 1. Holding the breath for a moment and breathing out. And relax. Full awareness on the breath, breathing in to the count of 2. Holding the breath for a moment and breathing out. And relax. Consciously breathing in slowly now to the count of 3. Breathing in. Holding the breath and breathing out slowly. And relax. Breathing in to the count of 4. Holding our breath and breathing out. Relaxing deeply now and breathing in to the count of 5. Holding the breath and breathing out. Relax. And again, just noticing how awareness on breath relaxes everything. Now bring your attention awareness within, going behind and beyond the thinking mind, to the seat of awareness. The seat of the witness, the experiencer. Notice that it's quiet, peaceful, tranquil, calm. And still. And now abiding in that stillness, resting in stillness, experience the remainder of our meditation contemplation. So let's bring our attention awareness to the truth that spiritual practice means devoting your life to your own liberation. That life itself becomes our teacher, our guru. And that life challenges you always to either move further away from self or to come back to self. Life is not your enemy, life is your friend. Noticing that everything that happens in life is an opportunity to get better at freeing yourself from yourself, dying to be reborn. Michael Singer reminds us that if you sincerely work on releasing the low-hanging fruit, if you remain centered in the seat of self, as your past samskaras release, you become more and more of a conscious being. In time, you no longer have to come back to center after a difficult conversation. You simply remain centered throughout the entire experience. We're reminded that in the beginning this is difficult. The commitment is to continue working, to make this work the most important aspect of your life. Michael Singer reminds us that it actually is the only rational way to live your life. It's simply making a decision to wake up and make something truly great of yourself. It's not a religious technique. But if you constantly let go, you will eventually achieve a state of perpetual presence. You will be established in the seat of self. No matter what happens, no matter who leaves, who dies, no matter what, you're established in the seat of self. Stuff will continually come up as it always has done. And you will have the power to decide what to do about it. You find time that you never had before between the event and your reaction to it. That sacred pause. At times it will feel as if things are unfolding in slow motion. Even your reactive thoughts and emotions. With this practice, this affords you the time to relax and let go. As you let go with the low-hanging fruit, the bigger things begin to present themselves, all by themselves. You may notice having intense dreams. You may feel powerful emotions for no apparent reason. Mickey Singer reminds us you do not need a reason, that is all good. It is the Shakti, the energy, attempting to push up because you have now given it room to do so. That Shakti is your best friend. The energy flow inside you, always trying to push up and out. You do not need to do anything except continue letting go. Mickey Singer presents the situation where something happens that's a bad situation. You lose your job. Your home catches on fire. That is not low-hanging fruit. He reminds us that the first thing you do is let go. Letting go always your human reaction first. If you are upset and cannot deal with the situation, that is of no benefit. He reminds us that if you cannot handle the sight of blood, you are of no use at the scene of an accident. First thing to do is let go of your personal reaction so that you can serve the situation to the best of your ability. He gives us the example. You get a phone call informing you your 16-year-old son had drugs in his school locker. You may not like that, but you have to deal with it. Your mind may start up by saying things like, how could he do this to me? Maybe, what did I do wrong? My spouse is going to be so mad. This could be the end of our marriage. Why do I deserve this? Begging the question, what does all this personal melodrama have to do with your son's problem? Those are your problems, and you can and need to let them go. You're not to interact with the world outside based on your blockages inside. All of that personal talk has nothing to do with the situation at hand. It has to do with the fact this situation hit your blockages. And you're now reacting to your issues instead of the issues of your child. As this happens, continues to happen, every decision is based on what makes you feel better, which is not likely the best for the situation at hand. As we take things personally, we try to protect ourselves by avoiding disturbing experiences. Difficult situations present an opportunity to change that dynamic. The way to do that, let go of your entire personal reaction to the situation. Just let it go. You do not let go of the situation, you let go of your personal reaction to the situation. You go to the principal's office, not to protect yourself. You go because your son needs help. Because the principal needs help with the situation. Because you're the parent and your son is your responsibility. You do the best you can to raise the energy in a constructive manner. And Michael reminds us again, you cannot do this if you're focused on your embarrassment, your fear, or other personal reactions. You let go of the personal so that you can interact properly with what's in front of you. It's the same in business. You're in a meeting and you're discussing a project. You have a really good idea that you want to contribute. You put it out there and it gets shot down. And that hurts. You have an ego in there and it's going to get bothered and hurt. What happens then is for the remainder of the meeting, you either don't contribute, you're sulking, or you keep bringing up proof that what you said was not a dumb idea. Michael reminds us that you no longer actually belong in that meeting. Your presence has become about you and not about the project. Your underlying motive cannot ever be about you. It needs to be about serving what's happening in front of you to the best of your ability. You always serve life as it unfolds before you. This process of letting go becomes your work on yourself. It brings up only one decision. Are you going to let go or not? You have that choice. Either you're working on yourself on a regular basis or you're not. The blockage inside you that generate personal thoughts and emotions are simply leftover samskaras. They are based on past issues that you could not handle. And they will tend to lead you in the wrong direction. The path we're on is learning to express your higher self. Express that deeper part of your being that is in harmony with life. You keep letting go. The entire spiritual path is letting go. What happens when you do this? You deal with life, what life is meant to be, what life is meant to be like for every single person. Regardless of whatever happened to you or what you've done in the past, it really doesn't matter. If you let go of the samskaras inside of you, they will no longer affect your life today. Mickey Singer reminds us you can truly be free of your past. What living untethered actually means. To let go of yourself. To transcend your personal self. As the Buddha taught. To die to be reborn, as Jesus Christ taught. This is the essence of all spiritual teachings. Everyone is capable of freeing themselves if they are willing to do the inner work. Now let's take a little time to regroup this meditation in silence.